Hi, I'm Kyle Phoenix, and as always, we are going through the lessons in A Course in Miracles. Hold the book there. Okay, my thoughts. This is lesson number 15. My thoughts are images that I have made. It is because the thoughts you think appear as images that you do not recognize them as nothing. You think them, and so you think you see them. This is how your seeing was made. This is the function you have given your body's eyes. It is not seeing, it is image making. It takes the place of seeing, replacing vision with illusions. This introductory idea to the process of image making that you call seeing will not have much meaning for you. You will begin to understand it when you have seen little edges of light around the same familiar objects which you see now. That is the beginning of real vision. You can be certain that real vision will come quickly when this has occurred. As we go along, you have had many light episodes. You may have had many light episodes. They may not take many different forms, some of them quite unexpected. Do not be afraid of them. They are signs that you're opening your eyes at last. They will not persist because they merely symbolize true perception. They are not related to knowledge. These exercises will not reveal knowledge to you, but they will prepare the way for it. In practicing the idea for today, repeat it first to yourself and then apply it to whatever you see around you, using its name and letting your eyes rest on it as you say, "This blank is an image that I made. That blank is an image that I have made." It is not necessary to include a large number of subject ideas or specific subjects for the application of today's idea. It is necessary, however, to continue to look at each subject while you repeat the idea to yourself. The idea should be repeated quite slowly each time. This blank is an image that I have made. That blank is an image that I have made. Although you will obviously not be able to apply the idea to very many things during the minute or so of practice that is recommended, try to make the selection as random as possible. Less than a minute will do for the practice periods if you begin to feel uneasy. Do not have more than 3 application periods for today's idea unless you feel completely comfortable with it, and do not exceed 4. However, the idea can be applied as needed throughout the day. My thoughts are images that I have made. Again, we're going deeper. And what's really great here, these exercises will not reveal knowledge to you. They are not related as we look upon these things, as we are having this new level of perception. Because okay, Course has really simplistic language as it's discussing very esoteric or metaphysical concepts. But you're like, okay, and part of what I'm trying to do in this work is break it down. Break down the breakdown. So this is a breakdown, but I'm trying to break down the breakdown. So what the Course is teaching now, we're up to lesson 15, is you're having this experience. You're having this physical experience. And we've now isolated what our thoughts are. Our thoughts are not necessarily who we are. Our thoughts are just static off of our mind. So our perception that sometimes informs our thoughts is part of the erroneous illusion system. So we have to now be conscious of our mind, our thoughts, and our perception. So now as we get into looking at our perception, we're starting to look at, I don't know what that is. And in fact, when I really examine it, I have to give it some other definition. So the definition I'm going to give it is it's an image. It's just an image. It's an image of a perception of something that's been explained to me, something that people suggested that it was, and that I have made it fit that image thing. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is. So the Course is saying, okay, so take a minute, take a little practice period, take a little breathing, relaxation time, and look at that thing. And if you wait long enough, because you're no longer in an unconscious perception state where you just look at stuff and that's what it is and just keeps on moving along, you're now in a, I'm going to look at it, I'm going to stay with it. And I am then, because what you're really on a fantastic level doing is you're then letting the universe be. You're not naming it, you're letting it be, and as you let it be, you start seeing how light works, how gravity works. You might even see how a magnetic field works. Now, we can't completely see that, but when we stop glossing over everything and just hold with it, say, whoa, go light around that. There's something to it. There's something else to it than what I perceive. And that's what the Course is trying to get you to do, to hold your perceptions and recognize that when you do it fast, it's just an image. Therefore, it's not real. And it is an unreal image or an illusion passing through or glomming onto a thought, this little floating piece of confetti in front of your mind that is trying to transmit information back to your mind. But this piece of confetti is not anything either. So an illusion is hitting not anything, and that's why sometimes we have misperceptions within our mind. See, now it's all tracking back, 1 to the 2 to the 3, back to again to the mind. The mind is now taking control of what a thought is, what a thought is not, what an image or a perception is, and what it is not. As always, I'm Kyle Phoenix, working through A Course in Miracles. I'll see you next time.